Have you ever gazed out at the vast, dark ocean and wondered what secrets lie beneath the waves? For centuries, sailors have whispered tales of monstrous beasts lurking in the crushing depths, creatures so immense they could drag entire ships to a watery grave. Of all these legends, one name stands above the rest, a name that strikes fear into the hearts of even the bravest seafarers: the Kraken. Picture this. You're on a wooden ship, far from land. The sea is calm, the sky is clear. Suddenly, the water begins to churn. It's not a storm, it's something rising from below. Giant, writhing tentacles, each thicker than the mass of your ship, burst through the surface. They wrap around the hull, the wood groaning and splintering under the immense pressure. This is the Kraken, the terror of the deep. The legend of the Kraken originates from Scandinavian folklore, with the earliest written accounts dating back to the 13th century. These stories, passed down from one generation of sailors to the next, described a creature of colossal size, often mistaken for an island. Fishermen would reportedly cast their nets over what they thought was a new landmass, only to have it descend into the abyss, pulling them and their boats down with it. The Kraken was said to be so massive that when it surfaced, it created whirlpools capable of swallowing vessels whole. Its body was described as being 1.5 miles in circumference. Imagine a living, breathing island that could appear and disappear at will. Its tentacles were armed with suckers the size of dinner plates, each one capable of latching onto a ship with unbreakable force. The sailors' descriptions were terrifyingly vivid, a creature that brought chaos and destruction from the darkest corners of the ocean. But is the Kraken just a myth? A spooky story told around a flickering lantern on a long voyage? Or is there a grain of truth to these terrifying tales? For a long time, scientists dismissed the Kraken as pure fantasy, the product of overactive imaginations and the inherent dangers of the sea. But then, something incredible happened. Science began to catch up with legend. Enter the giant squid. For centuries, this creature was as mythical as the Kraken itself. We had tantalizing clues: massive sucker scars on the bodies of sperm whales, the ocean's apex predators. We found giant beaks washed ashore, too large for any known squid. And then, in 2004, Japanese researchers captured the first ever images of a live giant squid in its natural deep-sea habitat. The legend was real. The giant squid, or Architeuthis dux, is a true monster of the deep. Females can reach lengths of up to 43 feet, or 13 meters, from the tip of their fins to the end of their 2 long feeding tentacles. That's longer than a school bus. They have the largest eyes of any animal on Earth, the size of basketballs, perfectly adapted for seeing in the pitch-black abyss where they hunt. Could this be our Kraken? The similarities are striking. A massive tentacle creature from the depths? Check. Capable of battling the largest predator in the ocean, the sperm whale? Check. The old tales of the Kraken dragging ships down might be an exaggeration, but a giant squid could certainly feel like an island if you were in a small fishing boat. Imagine a 40-foot creature suddenly surfacing next to your vessel. It would be an awe-inspiring and terrifying sight. And the giant squid isn't the only contender for the real-life Kraken. There's also the colossal squid, Mesonicoteuthis hamiltoni. While it might be slightly shorter in length than the giant squid, it's much, much heavier. It's the largest invertebrate on the planet by mass, a truly bulky and powerful beast. The colossal squid also has a unique weapon. Its suckers are lined with sharp, swiveling hooks. Imagine tentacles that don't just stick, but also tear and slash. It lives in the frigid waters of the Antarctic, a truly remote and mysterious part of our world. So, when those ancient sailors described the Kraken, were they actually encountering giant or colossal squids? It seems highly likely. Think about it. In an age before deep-sea submersibles and underwater cameras, seeing one of these animals will be a once-in-a-lifetime event. A creature from a world we couldn't even imagine, briefly appearing in ours. It's no wonder their accounts became embellished over time, growing into the legend of a monster that could pull down ships. The battle between the sperm whale and the giant squid is one of nature's most epic and mysterious conflicts. It takes place thousands of feet below the surface in total darkness. We only see the aftermath, the sucker-shaped scars on the whales and the squid beaks found in their stomachs. It's a real-life clash of titans, a struggle that likely inspired the Kraken mythos. The sailors who witnessed these scarred whales would have known that something enormous and powerful was fighting them in the deep. The ocean covers over 70% of our planet, and we've explored less than 5% of it. The deep sea remains the last great wilderness on Earth. Every time we send a submersible down, we discover new species, new ecosystems, and new wonders. Who knows what else is down there? While the giant and colossal squids are incredible, could there be something even bigger? Something that has so far eluded our cameras and our nets? The Kraken represents our fear of the unknown. It's a symbol of the immense, untamed power of the ocean. It reminds us that no matter how advanced our technology becomes, there are still parts of our own planet that are a complete mystery. The legend taps into a primal human fear, the fear of what lurks just out of sight, in the dark. So, the next time you look at the ocean, remember the Kraken. It may not be a mile-wide monster that eats ships for breakfast, but the reality behind the legend is just as fascinating. It's a story of real-life giants, of epic deep-sea battles, and of the enduring mystery of the world beneath the waves. The truth of the Kraken isn't just a monster story. It's a testament to the incredible and often terrifying wonders of the natural world. The ocean keeps its secrets well, and the Kraken is perhaps its greatest one. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into one of history's most terrifying legends. If you love exploring the mysteries of our world, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. What legend should we investigate next? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.